Liquidity pick for Bitcoin coming week. Hello people, I'm the NakedTrader and today I will analyze Bitcoin USDT, Electroneum USDT, TATASTE, XEC USDT, Riot Platforms Incorporated and Ethereum USDT. By the way, don't forget, join Team NakedTrader, subscribe, smash the like button if you like this content, and here we will start with Bitcoin liquidity pick for Bitcoin coming week. Already the second week in a row with a tight range. So it's time for some action, some liquidity, either to the upside or the downside. This week is a red week. Also interesting how we will close this week. Will we close it above the resistance / support line, or will we go lower or higher? I will make last week's plan visible. So we prefer to see a closure above the 30,360, and if not, then we will probably test lower. Okay, from the weekly I will change to the daily. As you can see, the lower part of the range is tested already 2-3 days ago, and now we are lower mid-range, just under resistance line of 30,330. So actually the plans from last week will still remain for this week. The plans will remain the same. Range is getting tighter and tighter. So here the plan for Bitcoin the coming days. And from Bitcoin USDT I will go to Electroneum USDT, starting at the weekly chart. Many weeks in the range at the all-time low area, and that was here around 0.0019. So that was the all-time low range, and here the weekly high range, the 0.0029648. Okay, from the weekly I will change to the daily. We did see some green candles the last days, so interesting, about 42%. What does it mean? Actually, I do prefer to see a gain above the last drop off of 0.0023, and that is not possible today. It will be possible tomorrow if we close today's candle above the yellow line here. As you can see before, it was support over here, it was support over here, support over here, some resistance over here, resistance over here, the drop off which caused the low here. But we do have a higher low at the daily, and now printing a higher high. The gain is important, so let's see. Was an interesting point to enter for a long, possible long. So the resistance came from here, came from here. It was support over here, support over here, over here. That caused the resistance over here. I will change to the 4-hour. Okay, the 4-hour we do have a gain. Okay, interesting. This is the fixed range profile. It's an indicator. Confirm that this will be interesting for long. Okay, I'll change to the daily. So actually I do want to see a daily gain. If so, then you can enter on the long at 0.00204 area and try to break the 0.0026, and that's a potential profit of 27%, and even aiming for higher, because the next resistance will be here around 0.0029, and that's more than 44%. So interesting. If there is no daily gain, then high chance that we will go back to the start of the impulse around 0.0019 and try to repeat the same move, try to break it. And if not, if Electroneum lose support, then we will probably see new all-time lows. So these are the scenarios for Electroneum, and from Electroneum I will go to TATASTE. Currently at the monthly chart, so there was an all-time high in August 21. We do see compression here at the monthly chart, lower highs, higher lows. It's a nice triangle or flag or whatever you want to call it. It's compression, and after compressions follow extension. So let me chart some levels. You can see the monthly low in July 22 was the all-time high, the previous all-time high before, from 2008, 2007. So nice, got tested over here. Okay. From the monthly, I'll change to the weekly. We do see higher lows. The rejection from this drop off over here. The pressure is upwards, but it can go both ways. Okay. Yes, I will make a plan for the coming days. It can be a rejection at 120. If so, then it will probably go back to the start of the impulse and try to repeat the move and try to defends this low over here. If it doesn't hold support at the low of $86, then a test of $64 will be likely, and try to defend from there. Worst case, even lower, between 51 or 55. And if the extension will follow upwards, then a test of the last all-time high will be likely. To pull back and then aiming for a new all-time high. So the pullback will be around 110. That's the compression part of this area. Will be most likely tested over here. Okay, that's the plan for TATASTE, and from TATASTE I will go to SEC versus USDT, starting at the monthly chart. Sorry, starting at the weekly chart. So we did have the all-time low a few weeks ago. Bounce from there. Okay, nice. Important how we will close today. I prefer to see a closure above the 0.000403331. That was the high over here and the low over here. This caused the drop to the all-time low, and if we manage to have a weekly gain, that will be nice. And see if we can change the downwards construction into an upwards construction. Okay, from the weekly I will change to the daily. We do have the daily gains of the lower part of this range. An aggressive pullback and try to break. So far rejection of the last high, so most likely we will test lower. Okay, let me see how much that will be. 39%, 40. And from the low, it will be 62 or even higher. So, as you can see, the 0.402692 is bought up over here, is bought up over here. So might be interesting here, and else the more defensive play here. So let me add some scenarios for the coming days. So either a test of the 0.402692 and trying to break the 0.403331 0.3739, aiming for higher. Or the 0.402322 with the same test. Keep in mind, the higher we hold, the more likely it is to push higher. If not, then also rejection will be possible, like if you rejection of this and go back to the start of the impulse. And if it loses support here at the start of the impulse, then you will probably see new all-time lows. Okay, that's the plan for ZEC USDT, and from ZEC USDT I will go to Riot platforms. Currently at the monthly chart, we had some nice green months the last few months. Started January. Wow, almost 370%. Insane, peeps, insane. Okay, all-time high was in 2007. Imagine a test of the all-time high. How much will that be? Just for fun. 23,403%. Insane. So very nice. Let's see what we can find. So the last monthly low was here, $3.30. Here the previous low got tested already over here. Okay, this one is nice, $22.64. It was support over here, resistance over here, the last drop off over here. Okay. From the monthly, I will change to the weekly. Nice weekly gains of the lower part of the range. Now we're testing the lower part of this range here, the part between $15.68 and $22.64. From the weekly, I will change to the daily. Okay, back to the weekly. And I will make a plan for the coming days. So either rejection here, tests between $10.16 and $11.49, and try to continue the upwards movement and try to break the $22. Another one is an immediate test of the $22.64, and then you can probably enter more aggressive, let's say around $12. Yes, that is it. And then or rejection here, and a test much lower, and that can be either just here at $6.34, or even lower at $3.30. But if we want to manage to maintain the upwards construction, I prefer to see a test here at between $10 and $11, or after the gain or the test of $22, the more aggressive one here around $12.80. Okay, and from Riot Platforms Incorporated, I will go to Ethereum USDT, starting at the weekly chart. Also red week, compression, 2 weeks in a row, the same range. So waiting for some liquidity grab either to the upside or the downside. I will change to the daily, and I will make last week's plan visible. We did have some gains from the last high over here. So far a rejection from this high. Let's analyze the last week's plan here. So you could have played the test here at 1891. If you had played the test over here, then you could have a potential profit of 4.4%. Very nice, congratulations if you played this one, and I assume you also already took some profits and increased your stop loss there. So if you did, congratulations. And also if you had played this one here at the entry around 1845, you have could be in profit also. 1.6%, also nice. Congratulations guys, join Team NakedTrader to don't miss out. Okay, so let's go back to the daily and see what's still in play for now. So last week I explained this one. I did want to see the gain above the 1998 to play the more aggressive one. So this one is not valid anymore. Or wait, I'm sorry, it didn't play out last week, but it is still valid if this scenario played out, because we do have a low and high and higher low, higher high, another higher low so far. So if it continues to do the same, then you can still play this one. This one not. This one is still active here. And this scenario is also still active. If Ethereum falls to the support of 1845, then the short entry will probably be there, and then the next test around 1776 will be likely. So yeah, that's the plan for Ethereum USDT the coming days. Peeps, thank you for watching. Join Team NakedTrader, subscribe, smash the like button, follow me on all the socials. You can find it in the banner or in the description down below. And see you guys Wednesday. Have a nice day. Peace.